Charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised.
Men's Alliance is tribes across the nation that meet weekly for rugged outdoor workouts and real-world devotions around a fire. We are changing what Christian men's ministry in this country looks like. And when you're ready to challenge yourself physically and spiritually, join us at men'salliancetribe.com. We've got some really special guests here with us today, and they're going to tell us, let's say, your name and your age. All right.
My name's Esther, and I'm 14.
My name's Molly, and I'm 8.
My name is Charlotte, and I'm 14.
I'm Caroline, and I'm 16.
Todd Kuhn, striker. Not going to divulge my age.
Nice.
Awesome. So this is a really fun podcast. I've been looking forward to doing this for a long time. We've got dads and daughters here, and we all participated back in the spring in the very first Warrior Princess Men's Alliance father-daughter campout. So we thought we'd get some daughters and hear from them and just kind of talk about how that went, how that experience went. So, nobody loves talking into a mic more than teenage girls.
That's right.
All right. So, first of all, let's explain what was Warrior Princess. Like, just tell people, like, basically what was that in your own words. You go first, Molly. What was Warrior Princess?
What'd we do?
We got wet in a tent.
Yes, that's a good answer.
Yeah. What how long were we there for? How many nights?
2.
All right, 2.
Yeah.
That y'all be a team.
Yeah.
All right, Molly and Esther, y'all can be a team.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was 2 nights. And where did we stay? Were we in a hotel? Nah, that was a lie.
She said I wish. What'd y'all stay in?
A teepee?
Oh, nice. Is that comfortable?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you sleep right on the grass, or did you have a bed or of any kind?
No.
No what?
No what?
Which one? No, what?
No bed.
So you slept right on the ground?
I had a mat.
Oh, okay.
But the mat was right on the grass.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rugged.
Yeah, and I was on a cot because I have an old man back. I had to bring a whole truck full of supplies for my back.
Yeah. Same.
A whole backpack full of ibuprofen.
What'd you sleep on, Molly?
Like a little mattress.
Yep. Okay. Good. All right. Well, thanks for coming, guys. Hope you guys come to the next Warrior Princess. It
All
is
right.
awesome.
We're going to see if the other side of the table is a little bit more talkative. Awesome. So, Warrior Princess, we had, what was it? It was ages, I think we said 7. We say 6 or 7. I think we said like 7 to 18, something like that. So, and it was our first one. We had no idea how it would really go, but fortunately, Stryker has a lot of experience doing father-daughter campouts. So, he brought a lot of experience and know-how to it. And I'll say this, from my perspective, most of the planning for this thing was done by Stryker and Sheepdog and Gladiator, and a whole team of other guys, but they were kind of leading it. So I didn't really even know what to expect going into it. I was just a total participant at this thing. And it was really cool. It was fun, just being there as a dad. And yeah, me and Esther, we were in a teepee, and Shadow was in a tent that may or may not
You could call it that.
have leaked.
Yeah, I was in a
That we'll-
I was in a greenhouse.
We'll hear about. All right. So, Charlotte and Caroline, tell us a little bit about what you thought about this experience. What was Warrior Princess like? Anything you want to tell us, the good, the bad, or the ugly?
Well, I loved it. Obviously, I had done like some father-daughter campouts before, and this was amazing. Even like for the first time, like I mean, I really didn't know what to expect either because like I had done something like it before, but not put on by Men's Alliance. It was through the Y. But it was really, really good. It was just like a fun time with other girls, other dads, getting to meet other people that are pouring into my dad's life. And yeah, it was really fun.
Cool.
I agree with everything she said. I thought it was really fun, really cool to be able to meet all these girls and these dads and to get to hang out with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you like, Striker?
What did I like? We had done probably 14 of these with the Y.
Wow.
From the time Caroline was 5 till about 12 or 13. We did 2 a year.
Mhm.
And just taking the weekend and putting down everything else. And my daughter's putting away everything else from sporting events to phones and just being able to spend time together. And even when they were younger, they would run off and be gone for hours with their friends. But you were in the same place together. And with the Warrior Princess, everybody was very close on their campsites. So you really got to hang out with a lot of different people that you wouldn't normally get to, meet a lot of different dads that were there and the daughters that were there, and just spend time with them without any distractions.
Yeah, you were kind of our subject matter expert in the planning of this.
Definitely.
Yeah. So
You know, I feel
That's
like
awesome.
kind of like part of what you said was it was the kind of thing where when all the dads were just sitting around the fire, we were all saying, especially that first night, like, I'm so glad we just scheduled this thing. I'm so glad we just got this thing on the calendar. It seems like that's the hardest part of it a lot of times is it's one of those things that everybody says, oh yeah, we should do that. We should totally do that. But nobody makes it happen.
Right.
So just the fact that that many dads just all blocked off a weekend. It was like, we're going to do this. And I can't remember exactly. I was trying to think of it this morning, how many we had there. I think it was right around total between dads and daughters. I think we had right at 150.
Yeah, I think it was 78 dads.
Okay, 78 dads.
Somewhere there.
And then a lot of them had 3 daughters.
Mhm.
Did we have any? I don't think we had any with 4 daughters there. We may have had one.
I don't know.
There were several with 3, lots with 2.
Yep.
So yeah, I think we were right around. Our total was like probably just over 150 then, with 78 dads. That's incredible.
and we realized we could fit way more.
Yeah. And so
we were worried.
I'm going to tell you, I was worried going into this event.
Yeah.
I was scared because I have a lot of experience camping with sons.
Right.
And so my story growing up as a dad and taking kids camping was totally different from yours. I was always taking boys backpacking and camping, and I feel really comfortable in that. And I was like, there's going to be like a huge pack of girls. I don't know what to do with that. Like, what are they going to do? I don't know how this is going to go. What do girls do when they're camping? Like, our family, we go family camping every year. We go to Crabtree Falls, and we've tent camped and RV camped and done all that. But I was like, man, what's going to happen when there's like a pack of wild girls in the woods? And I was shocked at how easy it was. That was my number one feeling at the event. I was like, this is easy.
Yeah.
They're so good. Girls just like entertained themselves and played together. And we dads sitting around the fire, we said like a dozen times, we were like, I can't believe there hasn't been any fighting.
Yeah.
And nobody's gotten injured.
I know. We realized how like easy parenting actually is
with girls.
Yeah, with girls.
I was like,
Because
man,
if it was moms, they'd be all over the place. We're just like, yeah, they're good.
I'm
We
scared.
don't know where they are.
I'm
but they're
scared
good.
with Warrior Night coming up that we're gonna be, taking a lot of broken arms to the ER. But
Yeah.
Warrior Princess was awesome. So that was one of my feelings as a dad. I was like, man, this is so much smoother and easier. I was afraid of, and I think probably a lot of dads that have maybe never camped with their girls are probably intimidated at the idea of it. They're like, I don't know, but I would definitely say to dads of girls, if you haven't camped with them, it's not as hard as you think it's going to be. It's not scary. It's easier.
Yeah. Great.
We're not as high maintenance as you might think.
I know. That's right.
That's what we were all thinking.
And the cool dynamic was how the older girls, like y'all, kind of just like took charge and, of the game times and stuff. And y'all would be playing gaga ball with the younger girls. And the dads, we were kind of like just sitting around the fire watching. We were like,
Yeah.
they're good.
Did you guys like that workout that we did in the morning? Were you there for
Yes.
that? Yeah.
Full disclosure, my girls heard about the workout and they heard about the wonderful cartwheel burpees
Yeah.
that were done.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about
see
those.
it because they were still asleep.
Okay, that should have been.
Walking on the pod.
Yeah, that should have been your two truth and a lie right there.
Oh, y'all slept through it? That is so funny.
She was like, "Yes." It was
We
great.
loved it. Yeah, we totally loved it. Okay, I forgot about that. So,
Yeah.
all right, Esther and Molly, tell us about the workout, the dad-daughter workout.
Go ahead, Miles.
Well, me and my dad couldn't really do that much because my dad has stitches in his fingers.
That's
Yeah.
right, you had
So-
stitches.
Yeah, so I used
So I
that for
did it
all
with,
kinds of
my
excuses.
friend.
Yeah.
So I did it with Sunshine.
That's right.
I
Yeah.
basically did the whole thing with Sunshine.
What were some of the things we did in the dad-daughter workout on Saturday morning?
Do you remember? Didn't you have to like jump over us?
No, I think we were supposed to go under.
Okay.
Under.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't it both? Both.
Yeah.
Tell about it. What did we do?
I think you were in like a plank position, and you would like jump over each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was one thing. Yeah.
Did your dad do any push-ups?
Me on his back,
Okay. Yep, that's right.
and then was squats. with
Yep.
People on your back.
Yep, we did squats with you on my back.
Glad.
And we did
yeah.
push-ups where we were high-fiving
Hmm.
Oh,
between
yeah.
each one.
Wasn't there like a somersault or something like that Gladiator did? What was that? Didn't he like do a somersault and like jump up? It was a
Cartwheel
cartwheel.
into a burpee.
That's right. Yeah.
Do you remember that?
A little bit. It
Seeing
was
all
funny.
the dads
It was
do
funny.
cartwheel
Yeah.
burpees.
Yeah.
Gladiator was like Chris Farlane.
Like a race?
What? Say what?
Was it like a race?
Was there a race? I don't remember.
All right. Yeah, I thought the father-daughter workout was really fun. And I wasn't super looking forward to the workout that morning.
Yeah.
But it was way more fun than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. I saw because I couldn't work out, and I saw. I mean, I probably could have, but I didn't really feel like it
Yeah.
because of my finger. Right? Yeah. So
But you
it was a
couldn't
huge injury. But I saw how much Molly felt like she was missing out because she saw how much fun
Yeah.
everybody was having. So thankfully, Sunshine stepped in and took over.
Did you do the workout?
I did some camera work during
Okay.
the workout. I was taking some
Nice.
pictures.
Yeah, I should have done.
I was helping out. I was making sure everybody was having a good time.
Yeah. So then after that, I remember there were stations. And so like we were split the whole group at the camp out, we were in like 4 different tribes, right? Do you remember what our tribe's name was?
Yeah, what were the stations, Miles?
How to make a crown with flowers. And
That was cool. Yeah. Do you remember any fun activity we did that stood out to you? Remember doing the apple?
oh yeah, the apple one.
Yeah, what was that about?
Oh, we had to say something like about each other and then out of the apple.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
That was probably one of my favorite parts.
Because
Yeah, you are. You love apples. Yeah. But yeah, we would have one of our, I guess, activities was each of us were given an apple to share with our daughter and take a bite and say what you love or like about them. And then give it to your daughter. They take a bite and say something back, and you just do that back and forth until the apple's gone.
Unfortunately, I took 2 bites.
You took 2 bites. You had way more than that.
I basically I ate the whole thing.
Yep.
I ate the rest at the end.
Yeah, you finished it. We ran out of stuff.
Later.
Yeah.
I thought that was a really good part of the whole time too. We ate our apple for breakfast
Nice.
in the TP, and that was pretty cool.
But we had to walk because we were trying to find a place, but we couldn't find it. So
We just walked and did it,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
we basically were trying to walk to it while we were eating. And then we got to the big rocks. and-
Yeah.
That's a cool place.
Yeah.
All right, what was one of your favorite things that we did that weekend?
Fishing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Didn't you catch your first fish?
Not your first
Actually-
one. Yeah.
I went fishing with my friend Kate and her dad Sunshine, and I caught a fish.
Yeah. Your first fish, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
You
awesome.
caught your first?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
wow,
That was
that's
a huge
cool.
moment. Yeah.
Esther has actually caught tons of fish before.
I've
Can
never
you
caught a
can you
fish in
give
my
more
life.
than one word responses? So you loved the fishing, right? And that was your favorite part. And I remember you wanted to use the craziest lure. Tell about that.
So I put frog on my fishing rod, and my first cast, I caught a huge fish.
Yeah.
You put
The
a real frog?
No.
Oh.
The frog
okay.
lure was
Yeah.
so huge.
Yeah.
It was like the size of that Sprite can. And I was like, if you cast that out there, you are either never going to catch anything or you are going to catch a monster. And first cast was a monster. Yeah.
Did
Big
you
fish.
catch a catfish?
What kind was it?
It was a bass.
Bass.
Cool.
All right. Other side of the table. Did y'all do any fishing?
We did not do any fishing, but my favorite part was the date night that we did.
Oh, yeah.
So like it was rainy, it was cold, but we went under this it wasn't bad, but it was rainy and cold.
Yeah.
So we went under this like sheltery roof pavilion
Mhm.
thing that had little picnic tables and there was a fire going, and we had lasagna, really good, salads, desserts, pasta. And I think that was my favorite because like we said, it was like dads are busy, daughters are busy. It's not very often you get your dad one-on-one, and I think that was really good for us.
Great.
Yeah. Huge shout out to Sheepdog for
Yeah.
putting that together. That was a cool idea.
Yeah, it was
Mhm.
cozy.
I love doing all the field games.
Oh, yeah.
And I stayed back and helped set them up for the next groups and stuff. And I just loved seeing all the huge smiles on the girls' faces and the laughs from the dads and all that stuff. It was really fun.
Yeah. What were your favorite field games?
I like egg toss because when you see the egg cracking, you just get to like chuck it at your dad. Like,
Esther
"Oh, I'm gonna
Esther
toss
has a good egg toss story.
it."
When we were throwing the eggs, we were about like 40 yards apart.
We were so
We
far
were really
apart, I
far
couldn't
apart.
believe it.
And when I tried to catch it, it hit me in the face and it exploded all over me.
Yeah, you got nailed with that
And I
egg.
smelled like rotten eggs for the rest of the day.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You smell like a fresh egg.
Uh,
It's a good thing you were wearing a rain jacket.
Yeah, that wasn't mine.
That saved you. Yeah.
yeah, it was boring.
What was your favorite field game, Molly?
Molly, did you like the walking sticks in the air?
Oh, we didn't do that.
Oh, those.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We got sidetracked. Did we play any field games?
Oh, we did archery.
Yeah.
Yep.
We did archery. I think we skipped on the field games.
Yeah.
Whoops. Yeah.
I'll tell you from my perspective, those walking sticks, that was the coolest one for me.
I wanted to do the walking sticks. But
Oh man.
Yeah.
Next year
We missed it.
you've got to.
Yeah.
So I think this was an idea that you brought to it, Striker.
And again, I stole this from the
Yeah.
Y,
Yeah.
and they had done this, and it's just the girls love it. Dads line up, they hold these sticks, and the girls get up and walk on them. They feel like they're walking in the air, and you can move the sticks around a little bit, and you get to the end of the line, big smiles, and they all want to do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was cool for me seeing like some of the girls just took off. Like as soon as we started, some girls just jumped up there and went across, and some were really scared of it. Which group were you in?
The scared one.
You didn't want to do the walking sticks, did you?
No,
Did you
I
do
knew
it?
you were gonna
Yeah.
say you were
Good.
scared one.
I was scared I was gonna fall off.
Yeah.
But you went and you did it,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah,
How did you feel when you did it?
excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had the biggest smile. That was cool to see. You like really overcame a
Mhm.
fear.
Cool. What, Miles? You about to say something? Sounds like. What? Go ahead.
There was a swing there, and
Oh,
like
yeah.
a soccer thing, soccer field thing. We could play soccer, and I always asked my dad if he could go to the.
Yeah. You spent a lot of time there, huh? That was one of your favorite parts.
Yeah, and I had to wear when it was raining and cold. I had to wear my dad's big jacket.
Yeah.
And then my dad finally went back and got me my size jacket.
What kind of swing was it?
It was like.
Was it when you sit on or you stand? It was a rope swing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the dad's went all the way in the middle. So
Cool.
there was always a big line.
Yeah.
I bet you'll be even better at it at next year's. Dads, if you have a son between ages 6 and 17, you need to register for Warrior Night. This is our absolute legendary father-son camping experience. You're going to love it. Go to our website, men'salliancetribe.com. Go to Warrior Night and register now. It's September 20th through 22nd in Amelia, Virginia. That's just outside of Richmond. It's going to be an incredible time. Fishing, target shooting, archery, obstacle courses. It's going to be a tribal, rugged, and real celebration of biblical masculinity, and you're going to make incredible memories with your son. Don't miss it. September 20th through 22nd, Warrior Night. So, does anybody remember what the Bible verse was? We had one verse. You do? Oh, I got to hear this.
Yeah.
Charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised.
Oh,
Very good. Yeah. Proud dad moment right there.
Do you remember the reference?
Is it Proverbs? I don't know the rest.
31:30.
31:30.
Good.
All right. See, team effort. Y'all all got a different part of it. Good job, man. That's pretty cool that you remember because this was like a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Awesome. So we learned a verse. We sang some songs.
Me, my dad did a song.
Yeah.
Yeah. We led the song before the sessions. Yeah.
What was it again?
It was a classic.
Yeah, sing it.
Lord, I lift your name on high, remember? Yeah. Not singing it.
Sing.
You got to come to Warrior Princess 25
That's right.
to hear Shadow sing it again. All right. So some of the other things we did, I heard you mention earlier, Molly, was the flag making. All right. Tell us a little bit about the flag and the crown.
Why don't you guys take this one?
Okay, so for the flag, like there were 4 groups. I think it was like Brook, Meadow, then 2 more. I'm not
One of them
sure.
was Breeze, wasn't it?
Breeze.
Is there a Breeze, or is that just the airline?
River. I don't
Okay.
Yeah. So there were like 4
Yeah.
groups, and so each group, like the girls got together and made a flag to like hang near their tents and like their like
their
group.
neighborhood. Yeah.
Right. And so like that was really fun because like the older kids got to like just help the younger kids be like, okay, so like what do you want us to like do the bubble letters and you color it in? And I think ours Brooke looked really good. I
Yeah,
would say that.
was
Oh,
probably the
totally.
best one.
Totally.
All right, and then Charlotte, what was the deal with the crowns?
So we got to make some crowns out of like flowers and like ribbons and stuff like that. And I loved being able to help all the little girls do it. And it showed that we are children of the Most High God. And so we are technically princesses if we are daughters of the king.
Right.
Yeah,
And so we got to explore that a little.
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's
That was cool. All right, so what do you think was not necessarily your favorite, although it could have been, but what do you think was the most memorable thing? Like the part of it, like when you think about that Warrior Princess camp out, what's like the first thing that pops in your mind as being like the most memorable part?
The egg exploding in my face.
Okay. What about you, Molly?
We were getting wet in the
yeah. Yeah, that was a
when
big one.
I was still sleeping, and my dad was thinking what to do with water jumping down his.
Yeah. I woke up to a solid Chinese water torture right on my forehead. And you were soaked. And you didn't care. Yeah, you were all wet. Well, but your sleeping bag was getting all wet. And so you just crawled into bed with me. Yeah. We made it work for the second night, but that first night was not good.
Rough.
Yeah. But you had a great attitude.
I didn't
Mm-mm.
Dad had to put like this little
Like a tarp over
yeah,
top.
like a tarp over it. So
Yeah. Yeah, we got rid of that tent.
I'm surprised ours didn't leak.
Yeah, I was too. That was our first time camping in that teepee. I didn't know what we were in for.
Yeah.
Did pretty well.
Yeah. What about you guys?
Well, when I think about that weekend, I think Gaga Ball because we spent hours in that thing. Like as soon as we woke up, like till 11, until our dads are like, "Okay, you got to get in the tent now." But that was really fun to like. There were girls there from Pennsylvania that like I would have never met otherwise, and I think that was just really fun to be like find connections and just hang out in the Gaga pit.
I loved being able to meet all the girls and their dads and hang out with them. And then the apple, I think, was my favorite part. It's always been my
Yeah.
favorite part of
Really?
this thing. Yeah.
What about you, Striker? Most memorable part?
I love pretty much the whole weekend. For me, it's the girls do so many things, and they're wet and they're dirty, and they're still happy. It
Right.
doesn't matter. They're tired, they're dirty, but they're still happy. I do also very much like the apple. My favorite part is, talking to them and letting them know how much I love them. but then getting a hug from them at the end of it. I mean, these two are a year and a half and 3 years away from leaving.
Mm.
And that is still my favorite all time is having that conversation with them, going somewhere secluded and just spending 10 minutes with them, pouring into each other,
Yeah.
and then getting a big hug before we leave.
Don't leave. Don't leave.
What about you, Shadow? What was the most memorable part of this trip?
It was probably like the rain, as much as it stunk, but getting wet together in the rain and trying to figure that out, and just being able to like cuddle together, and just her having a great attitude through it all, and the apple was probably my favorite part. So just
Awesome.
making lasting memories, you know.
Making little memories.
Yep.
Isn't that what we said at the very beginning?
Yep.
Yeah.
Was memories, right? So we knew when we went there that we were in for a lot of rain that weekend. And everybody just was cool with it. Everybody was like, yep, we're going to get wet.
Yep.
And there's going to be bugs in your tent. And you're going to get an egg break on you. And you're going to touch a slimy fish.
Yeah. Seeing you catch that fish was pretty awesome. Your first one. Yeah. You did great. And you weren't all scared about it either, like I thought you would be.
How dare you?
I think my favorite memory of it is the rain combined with seeing you do the air sticks. That was pretty cool. That was kind of scary in the rain too. Everything was wet and slippery. Yeah. So that was awesome. And then the archery setup was I was really blown away with it. Like the crew that
cool.
came up and set up like 3D targets and taught each girl like a individual lesson. Basically, that was really cool. Did y'all hit the targets, or did you launch an arrow into the woods?
I did hit the deer. That target
cool.
was pretty fun to hit.
That's awesome.
All my arrows hit the deer.
Nice.
And we did BB guns too,
Yeah,
right?
Yep.
riflery.
BB
Yeah.
guns.
No.
Charlotte and I have come full circle with the archery. The first time we ever did that when she was 5. Tears were streaming down her head as I was trying to teach her how to do it. And she was telling me she had done it before and knew how to do it. And she wasn't strong enough to pull it back the whole way. And this year, when she picked up that bow and got a little instruction from someone other than her dad, she hit the target 3 times in a row.
That was
Nice.
awesome.
Yeah. I can see how that would be cool, doing that same thing every year and seeing like the progression. That was neat. What did you guys think about the archery? Did you do it?
Hit targets.
Cool.
I didn't get to hit the animals. I wish I did though. They looked really fun. Like the targets on the animals. But I just hit the normal target.
You hit the bullseye. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. I enjoyed watching you do that. That was neat. Yeah, it was. I enjoyed the fact that the instruction was coming from somebody other than me.
Yeah.
It was nice to sit back and be like, "Yeah, you teach her."
Right.
I think we're all, boys and girls, we're a little bit resistant to our parents teaching us how to shoot. When somebody else teaches us, we tend to listen.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about next year. All right, so Warrior Princess next year. What do we have to do again? Like when we go next year to Warrior Princess, what's the thing you're hoping like they better have this thing again?
Everything.
All right.
Probably
You want the swing to be there?
I think we can arrange that.
Yeah. All right.
The 24/7 snack station.
Oh,
For sure.
yeah.
It was awesome.
And coloring. Yeah, I think some people, there was like a 24/7 coloring station and snack station.
I would say definitely the date night. I mean, that was the best meal I ate there. It was really good. And like when they were planning it, like I kind of just thought like, okay, it's gonna be exactly like the Y one that we did. And my dad's like, you're thinking about a date night? I'm like, what? We did not do that. No. Like, but when I got there, I was like, dang, that's a really good addition.
Oh, that's good feedback.
Yeah.
Because
Mhm.
there was a lot of discussion around that, around like, should we do this? Because everybody's there to kind of be like rugged and camping, and then like all of a sudden there's kind of like a fancy night.
Sheepdog gets all the credit for that idea. And
Totally.
it was awesome. And I didn't even know how he was going to pull it off.
I know.
It was seamless. It was so
Mhm.
good.
Yeah.
Gaga ball. It has to have Gaga ball.
Yeah. I agree. Well, those are some really good things. What is something that you hope there is less of next time, or not at all?
Rain.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
was gonna say rain. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we made the best.
We'll
of
work
it.
on that. We'll try to eliminate that next year. I know there was a lot of s'more kits. There were like all these kits that you could grab and go make s'mores. But somebody in our tribe, I think, just must have just devoured them. Because
Yeah.
I went to make a s'more and the s'more kit was gone. So I'm going to make sure that next year there's like way more s'more kits. I know we didn't, me and you didn't get any.
I was in your tribe and I definitely had a s'more.
Good. I'm glad you got a s'more.
But yeah, I think one of the best things about this weekend is that it's not just like camping to have fun. Like the whole thing is very like purposeful and like, just fathering your daughter, not just that weekend, but encouraging throughout the whole year. And that's kind of like Warrior Princess is like the culmination of just the discipleship that you've been doing all year with your daughter and dating your daughter. So it's very like purposeful. It's not just to go and have a good time. And we had like great sessions, that we'd all huddle up and talk about, sing, and so it was very Christ-centered weekend, which is great.
I really like the section where, like, when the girls went over and were making the crowns, like there was a whole dad session where just all the dads were together, and Thor gave a great message. He's got adult daughters,
right?
And that was really cool to me, hearing just a very, very old man deliver wisdom about parenting. That was good.
And it was cool just sitting, like we had said before, sitting at night around the fire with other guys, guys that you've never. I don't really like meeting new people. Like it kind of like stresses me out. I feel like I have enough friends. I don't need more. But that night was cool. I got to meet some new guys, somebody that I never would have.
Yeah, the dads from North Carolina and Tennessee and Pennsylvania. Yeah,
from where I used to live, we kind of connected. Realized we knew a lot of the same people. So that was just a cool time to just hang out and like kind of de-stress a little bit. So,
all right, what are your thoughts on next year?
I'm excited and I cannot wait for it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Me too. I'm pumped.
I definitely say like keep like the worship section in. I feel like we could even do like one or two more. I think it's really good, especially for the younger girls, to see their dads like leading a worship next to them.
mm-hmm.
So I think like, because we look up to them as leaders in our house, and so I feel like that would be good to incorporate more of.
That's good.
And also just keep like we did.
That's good feedback. One of the things that I liked, and I didn't know this was going to happen, and so when Sheepdog sent out the emails before the event, like those weekly emails that we would get with like an assignment to do to get ready, I remember forwarding one of those to my wife. I was like, look at this. Look at what's coming out. And she was like, holy smokes, this is cool. And one of them I think the first one was the assignment was for you and your daughter to practice in your backyard setting up your tent.
Yeah.
And that was cool because we needed it because we just bought a new tent. And that thing had a ton of stakes. Yeah. Yeah, because it just had one pole in the middle.
No poles. Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought and then there was like another email about like working on the verse together. So there was like a father-daughter assignment like each week to get ready. And I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
All right, so was there like a fear or any concern that you had before you went onto the camp out that when you got there you were like, okay, that wasn't as bad as I was afraid of? Was there any kind of like fear as we were getting ready to go to Warrior Princess? You didn't? You had no fear?
No.
Okay.
Did you, Molly?
No.
You were just excited, right? You were like, bring it on.
I was late to the thing because I had something else.
You were coming from a field trip.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you were afraid of missing something.
Yeah.
I was afraid of missing.
Yeah.
And stuff, but I don't think I did.
Okay. Yeah, that was a good one.
I was also late because I was coming from the 8th grade school dance.
Yeah.
And so I was a little nervous because like everyone there has already met, already hanging out and stuff. But when I got there, they all just welcomed me and I got to go and play Gaga Ball and meet all the girls. And so that was really fun.
I had a fear. My fear was the restrooms. I was like, I don't know how this is going to go, how the restroom scene is going to be with like 150 people camping. And so like where we went, it had some good restrooms. And then we ordered extra restrooms too. We had some porta johns, delivered out there. And I thought then once we got there, I was like, everything was fine. It was like never even an issue. There was never like a long line or anything, but that was one of my concerns.
I just went in the woods every time. I didn't know there was bathrooms.
No, you didn't. You went into the bathrooms.
I'm glad you just called him out on that, Molly. Thank you for being here. Keep him straight.
You're joking.
I am joking.
My biggest fear on a weekend is that there might not be enough coffee.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Right.
And Thor was up every morning early making coffee. There were plenty of volunteers that were there to take care of the other stuff so that we could actually focus on our daughters and spend time there.
Yeah.
So kudos to all those Men's Alliance guys that came out and just volunteered.
Yeah.
Man, I tell you, I almost never went in to the house that's out there. I went in one time, I stuck my head in the back door as we were headed to the date night, and it was like looking into the back of a restaurant.
Yeah.
I mean,
For sure.
there was like a dozen men in there, and pots and pans and pasta and lasagna and salads were all just, and they were putting everything in like the warmer containers and loading it on golf carts and taking it out there. I was like, holy smokes, there's so much happening back here behind the scenes that when you're out there in your tent, you're not aware of. And then you just show up at this really cool date night and there's like tablecloths and lights and music and in the woods.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah. Volunteering is a great way to make an impact on, the girls that are there's lives. Because Thor, he had an impact on girls just by driving the golf cart around. Like they were loving
I thought
him.
the golf cart might have been somebody's favorite part that they were
Yeah.
going to say.
Yeah. But Molly, the podcast will come on in my truck sometimes, and it always seems to be one that Thor's talking. She's like, that sounds like Thor. I know Thor. I love Thor. She's always talking about Thor.
Thor.
Yep.
So one of the things we learned is that the place, the location and the venue we used for this was so good. Like it has an amphitheater, and it has a pond full of bass, and then it's got restrooms, and it's got this kitchen, and it's got a huge field for all the tents. So we learned we can take way more people than 150. So I think we wanted to start it kind of small, this being our first year, to make sure we didn't have too many people out there. But we all learned, we were like, we can take way more than this. So for our father-son camp out that's coming up called Warrior Night, we've opened it up to 300. We were like, we can take double this. So that's coming up in about 6 weeks is Warrior Night. And so you can still register for that. There's a couple seats left. I think we got about 250 signed up now, something like that. And so you can still sign up for Warrior Night. That's going to be epic. And then I don't think we've decided yet how many we can take next year at Warrior Princess, but it'll probably be 1,000.
Yeah.
That would be awesome, wouldn't it? I think we could probably take, somewhere between 350, 450, something like that, with the size of that place we're at. So I'm pumped about next year's Warrior Princess. It's going to be in the spring of 25, and that's going to be so cool because it won't be the first one. It's like we got the first one under our belt.
Yeah. And we'll have you guys back on when you are 17, and you can look back on this when they started or when they finished.
Oh, that'll be cool.
Yeah.
All right, closing comments. What's something you have on your mind to say about Warrior Princess? Anything you want to say?
At the end, we got patches.
Very
and
good.
We got these, and we got the necklaces.
Yeah.
And each year we're supposed to bring our necklaces and put charms on them.
Yeah.
But I can't find my necklaces. My mom probably threw it away.
That tends to happen in our house. If it gets laid out and stays out, it's probably getting thrown out.
If you don't know where it is, you can't find it for like a year, then it's trash.
Yeah.
We will have a station next year to make a new one if you lost yours.
Okay.
No worries.
And we'll get.
Unfortunately, I didn't lose it. It just got through. It just got thrown out.
She's doubling down.
I see where she gets that.
Yeah.
All right, last comments. Anything you want to say?
I really like the scavenger hunt that they had. It was kind of hard because, like, some of the questions I didn't understand. So,
Clues.
yeah, me and my friends, we had help from some of the adults around.
That was cool. You spent a lot of time on
Yeah.
that scavenger hunt.
Yeah, we walked really far and stuff.
Did you track your steps that day?
Yeah.
You remember what you were at?
I could look it up. It was like 30,000.
30, yeah. 30,000 steps.
Yeah, it was a lot.
What about you guys?
Any closing comments? Any closing thoughts on Warrior Princess?
I just love it. It is so much fun, and I cannot wait for next year. And I think that anyone who is thinking about coming out should definitely just double down and do it, and should go out because it is so much fun.
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm excited.
They should have Coke. They should have more Coke. Yeah, and more Sprite.
More soda,
More soda.
more s'mores,
Did you
less
guys?
rain.
Did you guys pick a Warrior Princess name? Did you guys have a Warrior Princess name? What was yours? Songbird. Nice.
What was yours?
It's my call sign, which is freestyle.
Oh, that's good. Did you have one?
I think my dad came up with one for me. What was it again?
I can't remember what it
Oh
was.
no. I think Caroline, like the little girl, said she was like Sparkle or Candy or something like that.
She was Sparkle.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you came up with something for me. What was it?
can't remember.
We'll put it in the show notes.
If you guys will remember as you're driving away, I bet.
Kate, she did. Her call sign was sun shower.
Sun shower.
Sun shower. Striker, closing thoughts.
This is one of the best things that I've ever done for my daughters and myself.
Mm.
And if you want to watch your girls grow in leadership and confidence, if you want to build their self-esteem, you need to get yourself involved in something like this, and you need to take a weekend away and devote it to your daughters. And to be honest, the way they pour back into me on these weekends, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Like I said, getting a hug from them at the end of the weekend, the memories you build through this, you can't take those away, no matter where they go.
Yeah, that's good. And I'll just say, you don't have to be affiliated with Men's Alliance whatsoever to come to one of these. So if you're listening to this anywhere in the country or the world, you can just go to our website, men'salliancetribe.com, and click on experiences, and you can see everything we do there that's open to anybody.
Yeah,
They
that's
should
right.
have more skulls.
Yeah.
Skulls.
We can do.
Where's skulls? Hammers and stuff.
But yeah,
We toned it down
need to- yeah,
for
we
the
need to have
princess. Yeah.
and we have a warrior prince coming up, or warrior knight. I mean,
Mhm.
yeah. Sorry, warrior knight. So it'll be, same purposeful, Christ-centered, making awesome memories with your son.
We have some great
Yeah.
activities that I'm really excited about that one for. We're
Yeah.
going to have, there's been talk about full contact tetherball,
Yeah,
and there's definitely spear making.
nice.
There's
Yeah.
some spear making. You want full contact tetherball? Oh, spear making? Maybe.
So it'll be similar to Warrior Princess, but definitely its own unique experience.
They should have like a family night.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should
Maybe.
have a family.
Okay.
My closing thought on Warrior Princess was, as I was out there, I thought, this is the best thing we've ever done in Men's Alliance. That was like what hit me. I was like, we need more of this. This is it. Like, this is what we should be doing more of. This shouldn't be like a side thing that we kind of also do. This should be like our, flagship event is our father-daughter camp out and our father-son camp out. So yeah, I'm pumped. It was just the start. It was number one, the inaugural one, and they're only going to get better.
They
Awesome.
should have a station where you can pet animals.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
good idea.
All right. Like bears and lions and stuff. Oh.
No.
Like petting zoo.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like we can have some alligators and stuff like that. You can pet them at your own risk.
Hey, that's really good idea.
Yeah.
That's totally doable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Done.
Llamas.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that
Here we
that
go.
would be the easiest thing in the world. We just bring a bunch of puppies out there,
Yeah.
and that's the only activity we need.
Unicorn. Everybody gets to take one home.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Charlotte, for being here. This was awesome. It was cool for us to get to hear from all of you.
Really good. Thanks for coming, y'all.
Thanks for having us and letting us share.
To find out more about what we're doing and to join us on our mission, go to men'salliancetribe.com. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and give us a 5-star review.